Stacey and welcome to my studio. Today is a Friday Sews and we have got Friday Sews, hashtag Friday Sews, to thank to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for starting this vlog and this hashtag. And I want to do a big shout out to all of those that have welcomed me into the community of hashtag Friday Sews, and for subscribing and for liking and for sharing. It's actually such a buzz that I have had since I've started this. So I just want to say huge thanks to everyone, the entire community of hashtag Friday Sags. Okay, it's the end of my Friday. It is almost 5 o'clock, and the reason I have come on so late just to record this is because I wanted to finish something myself to show you guys. I have a few things to show you, and I'm quite excited to show you all what I have actually made this week. So I will get to it and I will show you my wares. My sews. Okay. And I'm back. I was just interrupted by a phone call by Mum. She wanted to ask a question, and then we just got chatting, and then I had to say to her, "You got to go, Mum. Come on. I've got to make my Friday sews up." Okay, so I don't know how far I got with this the last time I saw you, but I'm going to add into my Friday sews my blue shirt because I was having a nightmare with the buttonholes, and then I just went, I need to touch fabric, and went and bought fabric and touched fabric and bought fabric and made it happen. So here's my blouse with all the buttons sewn on. I can actually wear that now. Okay, it's quite I find that with this, I've actually made it in quite a stiff fabric. I think it needs to be made in something more floaty, just a little bit more floaty, because it is actually a big cut, and it's quite short too. So I think with my bust and my short body, I need to have it floaty more so it doesn't look like it's sticking out like most things do straight from my bust down. So this is my little blue blouse. I don't think it looks too bad now that I've done the blues. Sorry, that Queenie's squeaking here. That the blues match quite well, I think. And just a little pale blue button that goes in there. So that is the blue blouse. It is done. It can be hung in my wardrobe. Do I have to wash it? No, I think I've washed the fabric anyway. So let's hope I have, because it will shrink because it's cotton. So that's my first one that I'm proud to say I made. Now I don't need to hang the second one because it's a mani and I can't really get it on because it's a skirt. Now a while back, excuse my nothing, a while back I made a red skirt. I went to I was up in Hamilton, and that's where my friend Queenie lives. I was up in Hamilton and we went to Backstreet Bargains. And if you are a New Zealander and you haven't gone online and found Backstreet Bargains, then you need to. I'm going to link them below because I went there last year for the first time in the flesh, and although it was freezing cold because it's in like a warehouse, I spent a fair bit of money on fabric, and I took a roll of fabric with me for a client who was the mother of the bride, and I took her roll of fabric up to get a matching, to make the pants to go with the suit that I made. So I was up there, and while I was there this particular time, a lady bought some red rose fabric. I saw it and was just like, oh my God, it's stunning. She left a meter. There was no other fabric. She left a meter. And I said to Queenie, I want that meter. So I bought the meter and I made a pleated skirt out of it. So it's just the meter of fabric and just pleated. And I didn't like how I made the top of it. So I put ribbing on it and made the ribbing skirt. Now this skirt, I don't think I like this either, and I probably will take it off, but inside the skirt, I won't take this off, I put horsehair around it so that the skirt actually has structure and doesn't flop just straight down. It has structure to it. So I thought that was quite the pretty wee thing. So I was quite excited. So yeah, so I made that, just took the fabric, gathered it up, put it into a tube and turned it into a skirt. And then got all fancy with my horsehair hemming. Now I've just blind hemmed it all down, which which you can't see. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. I will wear it, I promise, and I will wear it when I make a top for it. Now, speaking of tops for it, I might have gone back to Moreland Fabrics and bought 2 more pieces of fabric. I took the skirt, actually I bought 3 pieces of fabric. I took the skirt with me and I matched up the green. So I'm just going to go away from the camera and come back and show you the green that I got. Okay, so I found the fabric. It just took me a while. I had to stop the video recording. So I have this green fabric I purchased, which was a linen blend. And I'm quite excited with it because if you look at that colour there, and you get the skirt, I mean, that matches, correct? Isn't that just brilliant? I love it. I was just so excited that it matched. So my problem now is not just does it match, my problem is what blouse am I going to make with it? Because it's a girly skirt and I'm not a girly girl, so I would like to do something that is quite pretty to match the girliness. Now I do have this pattern here, the New Look, oh I can't see it, I don't have my glasses on, the New Look 6407. Okay, and I did think of this little yellow one here. Oh, that was quite sweet. So not overpowering. Or the other one I thought about was this one here. One of those two. The others two look too blocky, but I like how it sits sort of on her hips a bit. And although I'm like shorter, it'll probably be a bit longer. But yeah, so I quite like one of those two. Then I thought, what if I got more fabric and made 2 different styles of it? Because that would be quite like me to do something like that. So while I was out shopping there, I actually bought some red. Now the red was definitely not for that skirt. I did not want more red on that skirt. So red, and I've washed it. Since overlocked, that's how I know I've washed it. Oh, and I got more than this. I got 1 meter of this, only 1 meter. But I'll show you something which is really unlike me as well. And I got this fabric, which is quite different for me, quite different. So I got that. Now I won't open either one of those up because I'm in pieces, because something unlike me is I actually made something with this. Now I went out and I got the Sewing Revival's Fernbird dress. I think that's correct. The Fernbird dress, and I got Mum the Dovetail dress. I liked it. I don't know why I liked it. Well, I've got a dress so similar to it. I know, obviously liked it because Mum goes, isn't your blue dress like that? And I went, Ma, what blue dress? Yep, my bad. Yeah, it's very similar. Different, but similar. So I'm going to pause this and pop my Fernbird dress onto the Fernbird, yeah, onto my Queenie here, and I will show you what it looks like. Here we go. So this is the Fernbird dress. I've just got I printed it off like this and made it very oops, it's a bit shiny. I'll open that up. I'll open it right up, shall I? Okay, so, oh, goodness. So the Fernbird dress. And there's the little line drawings. I made the V-neck. I like V-necks because they don't block me up and make me feel as fabric as this does. So this is the Fernbird dress. I might take it back a bit so you can get a good look at it. So it's got the frill on the sleeves, which is double-sided, okay, and it's got the frill down the bottom. The best thing about the frill down the bottom is it goes down at the back. Now I like that. I'm a frill down the bottom kind of girl where it goes down at the back. Oh, hello Willow. And see there, not you darling. So the frill down the bottom, and it goes down, I know darling, down further down the bottom there. So that fabric, look at that fabric. Do you recognize that fabric? Now I want everyone to applaud me for this, because I bought it and then I made something out of it. I mean, like within a month. Well, okay, it's September. No, I didn't finish it today. So yeah, I made it like within a week. I was like over the moon happy with it. And I love it. It's just the facing just sits beautifully inside it. It's nice and flat. It actually is a little bit too big in the bottom for me. I think you've heard me complain once or twice about the lack of bottom I have. And it's really nice. I like it. Now, do you like the way I do my arms? I don't know. I needed arms for something once, and that's what Christopher came up with. He made little arms. So anyway, so that's the Fernbird dress from Sewing Revival. I will put the details on underneath. I'll link it below. Now, what I am wearing is a mock-up I made for a client who wanted a dress like this. It's like a cocoon. Oh, I'll take this off. It's like a cocoon. It's really hard to say on a Friday without any gin and tonic in me. So a cocoon dress. And I took it for a pattern from her dress that she gave me to take a pattern from. So it just sort of just goes down here. I'll pop this on the floor. The dogs will probably come up and sniff it, because they have no boundaries. So it's just excuse the super lily white legs, but it's just first day of spring. Pretty happy about that. But I don't go in the sun. But so it just sort of just cocoons down the bottom there, and it's nice and soft and floaty. I did the typical thing I do when we lived in the islands. It was always quite warm, quite hot, and we always used to tuck our dresses up and gather it around and tuck them into, because I'm not used to wearing a dress, and I wore one today, so I usually tuck it up. So I put it down anyway. So I made that, which I'm quite happy with, and I'm quite stoked, and I hope you hear the world cheering when they hear that I made something with the same fabric, or within a week of buying the fabric, because that's just so not like me. Okay, another thing I finished, which I'd had cut out for a while, I actually had to cut out some other bits, was a hat. So my friend, good friend of mine, loves their birthday, massively into their birthday and into other people's birthdays, and I usually make her something. And last year, I was sitting in the hospital, and Mum and I and Dad, we were talking about what Lynn was going to get for her birthday, and I just said, I'm going to make her a sun hat. And Lynn is not a girly girl at all, and her favourite colour is purple, but I didn't find a purple I wanted, and she loves fishing. Personally, when I go fishing, I go down to the local supermarket and I win every time. It just reels it in. That's how I fish. And so I finished off, well, she has hers, and I had a little bit of fabric left over, so I cut out a small brimmed hat, and I made another one. It's quite small, so I might actually send it down to my grandson down in Dunedin, because it's going to be summer down there soon, and you know, kids, hopefully he'll like it. And I say I'll probably fit him, because I've got a size 57 hat, and I know that because in the military that was the size of my hat. But it's like a top hat for me, because it just doesn't go down over my head. But big thing I started up last year, and I put some hats for sale on my site, was what was the saying? See, I'm all about the sayings. The saying was Oh my gosh, I was thinking of it today. It is Safe Face this summer. And that's because I've had many a cancer cut off my face, about 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 4 off my face and 1 off my arm. Although my mother used to slather us in 15 plus back in the day, it was still, obviously, we'd go swimming in, and the islands were burny. Australia was burny, and New Zealand isn't less burny, it's quite burny. So that's what my thing is, this Safe Face this summer, to just look after your skin. Right, so I'm going to now undress Queenie and put on the last thing that I have literally finished, bar the buttons, literally finished. I'm going to put it on Queenie and before Christopher gets home. Okay, and I'm back. Check it out. It is the Hawaiian shirt he wanted. Don't tell him. Don't tell him, because it's going to be a surprise. He's actually one of the first people that watches my YouTube, so you know. So the buttons I have are these ones here. Okay, now the thing with them, is they're not as green as I wanted them to be. So tomorrow, Mum and I are going out in the morning because I actually want some more of this this Flamingo fabric, because this actually looks too blue, but I need that size, so I must take them with me. I want some more Flamingo fabric because I'm making a hat as well. It's going to be so cool. So that is what I've just literally taken. You'd think I haven't pressed it. I've pressed it umpteen dozen times. But I've just finished the buttonholes and not one of them played up. Okay, maybe it knew that I couldn't go out and rub fabric and show you guys fabric. But that's the other thing I've done today, with little splits down the side. And yeah, so literally hot off the press. And I know that Chris is picking up Lily from work. So quite excited, and I picked a little Flamingo for each pocket. Chris doesn't have this bit going on, so it will sit flatter on him. Well, not so much here, but you know, it'll sit flatter on him. So yeah, that's I'm really happy with it. What do you think? Got the Flamingo shirt. So he's going out for lunch with his daughter for Father's Day, and I believe, and I probably am right in saying that he'll probably wear this shirt, because he will wear that shirt because that's Chris. So that's what I've made this week. What do I plan on doing next week? Oh, I actually, I've got a photo of some jackets I've altered for a client as well. So I've done that. I've hemmed 3 trousers for another client, so I've done that. Yeah, that's it. I had a misinterrupted, it's my got flat hat here now. I missed an appointment because apparently they weren't there. So that wasn't fun, but got me out of the house for about 10 minutes. And yeah, so next week I am thinking of finishing the Flamingo hat, as long as I can get some more yellow Flamingo fabric. I'll probably have to make some shorts, some pajama shorts for Lily Pilly. And, oh, Christopher, you're there. And possibly think about what I'm going to make with the other linens that I did purchase, because although I did use 3 fabrics that I purchased, which I'm super impressed with, excuse me, I have others that I have to use, but hopefully I'll do that Flamingo hat because I'm quite keen on that. But I do like them. Now, normally I make them with a bigger brim. I'll just go and get one. Okay, so see, just a nice little sun hat. Put it down, be very breakfast at Tiffany's. Audrey Hepburn. There we go. All right, so I think my memory needs to serve itself a drink, or some water actually, to be fair. And I am going to see you guys next week for Friday's #Friday Sews. Also in the meantime, I'll probably pop up some interim movies, but don't forget, if you like what you see or you want to hear me again, see me again, please subscribe, share, and definitely do the thumbs up. Would really appreciate it, because it's actually quite trippy waking up and seeing your people have been watching you, not in a creepy stalkery kind of way, but you know what I mean. So yeah, but I'm quite excited. So if you think of anyone that might want to see me or hear about me or watch me, please don't hesitate to share my link. If there's anything else that I've forgotten, I will pop it into my little story that I'll have underneath this video. Something really exciting that happened to me today. My eldest son, he came and visited, so that was really, really cool. Because he doesn't live at home, so that was really, really nice of him. And what else is there I need to say? I think I'm done. I think I need to clean my studio, and I will see you guys later. Anyone in the area that I don't know if England has the same Father's Day as us, but this Sunday's Father's Day. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to handle it or what I'm going to do for it. It's a first for me, so it's been a bit of a week. And so yep, Sunday, meant to be sunny tomorrow, first day of spring today. Really, really happy that I love wearing my coats, but I love spring. I love summer, I love hot. So stay safe, stay well, stay warm, stay dry, and above all, stay cool. Thanks. See ya.